Hi, I'm Ryan Schuhard, Manager of Climate and Energy at BSR, and I want to tell you why for large companies there's never been a better time to consider investing in supply chain energy efficiency. And before I do, I want to mention the launch of a game-changing standard called the Scope 3, which is part of the Greenhouse Gas Protocol, the global standard for conducting carbon footprints. The full name is the Corporate Value Chain Accounting and Reporting Standard. And the way it works is that it covers 3 concentric rings of influence that a company has over its emissions. So to explain, the standard has 3 scopes. The first scope is called Scope 1, and this covers things that are combusted at a company's on-site or owned operations. So gases, process chemicals, and fuels required for heating. Scope 2 is basically electricity purchased at a company's own controlled operations. And Scope 3 is basically the wider network of activities that come from a company's network of influence. And a big part of that is supply chain. To be clear, we're talking about energy because it's the vast cause of emissions for most companies. And for those in manufacturing and light industrial processes, it's 80 to 90% of their greenhouse gas footprint. At the same time, energy efficiency has one of the best business cases of all for sustainability initiatives. So there's a real financial incentive for companies to get excited about it. So how do you make the business case for supply chain energy efficiency to your company? There's 3 parts. The first is supplier development, second is transparency, and third is top-line financial opportunity. Well, the first element is ensuring that suppliers are prepared for changing energy economy. This means knowing that they have stable access to energy supply, as well as understand what their vulnerabilities are. So last year, companies were left scrambling in China when the government shut down power in certain provinces. And just this summer, there was heat waves across the U.S., which caused brownouts and strains on the grid that also left companies without power. And an energy management plan is the sort of thing that can help companies be prepared and have options when these sorts of things occur. In addition, having an energy management plan is one of the first things that can help companies get ready for carbon markets that are emerging in California, China, India, and other countries around the world. The second element is meeting customer and investor needs, and they simply want to understand what's going on in supply chains. For them, disclosure about impacts and issues that are happening is becoming a basic expectation. In fact, over 80% of Global 500 companies today report on climate change through an initiative known as the Carbon Disclosure Project, or CDP. And for CDP reporting, energy management in the supply chain is a key and growing issue. At the same time, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is requiring listed companies to report on climate change risks and issues. And again, supply chain and energy management is one of the key topics. Finally, the Holy Grail of supply chain energy efficiency is minimizing waste in suppliers' operations and capturing part of the profits that come with that. Dedicated companies should be able to add technical and financial resources to work with suppliers on specific projects this way. Now, suppliers are often in regulatory environments where energy is cheap and it's difficult to make energy efficiency contracts. But the writing is on the wall in countries like China, with the 12th Five-Year Plan having just come out, and also India and Brazil, that there's going to be a lot more incentives for energy efficiency projects in the future. BSR is dedicated to helping companies figure these issues out. So we've worked with over a dozen companies in China alone over the last couple of years, including on an initiative called the Energy Efficiency Partnership, where we have 70 suppliers right now in South China who are training on energy management and connecting to local service providers. We also continue to watch the market as it grows and look for ways to connect BSR member companies that are in financial services, energy industries, and technology to suppliers that need solutions. For more on supply chain energy efficiency, check out our website at bsr.org/climate.